Right, we're going to work on heart and small intestine. So first on the hara and legs in supine. So we find the bony landmarks, pubic bone. You can find this as the heart diagnostic area, just at the top. And then the CV14, the tip of the xiphoid process, is the heart moo point or alarm point. Holding it very lightly because it is a delicate little piece of cartilage bone. We have their navel is here, so we have small intestine. That's that pizza slice shape, deep to the diagnostic areas here, which are kidney and bladder, so deep to that. And then we're going to find the pubic bone. This is just a drill. Pubic bone, so right off the pubic bone, one soon is bladder, and then one up is small intestine. Alarm point. And those are all our landmarks for the hara. So now we're going to go down the leg, doing small intestine and heart. Just shaking as a transitionary thing to do. We need a hip rotation. I'm just assessing because she was holding right here. See how that's stiffer? Just assessing that. Putting the heel to the knee. I'm going to support the hara in the small intestine diagnostic area and palm down just medial to the spleen line, which is the small intestine. Just go down the whole leg. That's fine. Make sure you're off the bone. The bone is spleen and liver. You can cup the heel and really give it some nice weight. That's nice. Okay. Now I'm going to go back, doing thumbing. 90 degrees, relaxed. Going into all the subos I find. This is an extension, there's no points. Everything is a point. Just assessing Jitsu, Kyo, empty, full. Spending enough time in each place, but not lingering too long. I'll do a little counter stretch. And then I'm going to put her leg in this position. This cool Thai move, we can do the heart. It's important to ground their other side, so holding both ankles and kind of adjusting my bottom foot as the wall to stabilize the leg. I'm tractioning a little bit. You can place the leg back. I'm gonna interlock. I'm really relaxed. Just my weight is locking her in. And I'm gonna pull. This is the stomach channel, but maybe triple heater too. And just a little stretch. PVP. You can kind of rake the fingers or just lean back with your hara. I'm gonna counter stretch. A little twist maybe. And then we're gonna transition to the other side by doing this shaking. And I'm watching her head move, her jaw, her chin, her ribs. You can give a little push-pull. Just assessing what's tight, what needs movement, what needs tonifying. Okay? Good. my hara is where my focus is angled, right? Which allows me to just lean on her. My hara isn't in another weird angle, right? Get taller. I can always refine my body mechanics. Don't forget these points around the knee. Don't forget, we skip over joints a lot, and we shouldn't do that because we really need to pay attention to the joints. Small intestine line, just medial to the spleen, and the liver in the lower foot, lower leg. Counter stretch. We're gonna sit here. Just guide the leg there. The most graceful transition, but it's fine. And heart.
You're stomping on my heart.
Oh.
My heart is the heel, right? So it's like kind of heart to heart. No?
Oh. Here we go.
Okay, I'm gonna put the foot down. Scooch in, nice and snug. Locked in. And pull, and pull. Not with my arms, but just with my body weight. Really reaching around. And stretch. Right, there you go. I think we have to do the arms next. How do you get to the... Can you read that? Shoulder rotation.
Shoulder rotation.
Yeah, shoulder rotation. Okay, here we go, shoulder rotation. Stretch. You know, I'm taking all the slack out of the line, right? So it is a stretch. You know, you're opening the joint. Can give a little extra, you know. Cross the arm across the body to do the small intestine line. You could palm it. You could thumb it. You can stretch it like taffy. And I can get my hand under the scapula and I can just do some scapula circles and then stretch her wings just straight out from her spine. And then with my hand that's here, I'm using my fingertips to do the points over on the scapula. So my fingers here are doing this, and then this weight is just helping kind of melt into the points. And then, you know, 10 is here and 9 is here, just on the scapular wing on the side. Right, we did the arm, stretching, we did the upper arm, we lower the elbow, and you know, you can hold a mother hand on the scapula, that'd be nice. And we're just gonna go up small intestine. Don't neglect the lower arm. Here, this point in the middle of the hand, and on either side of the joints to the outside. Cool. Rest. That's it. Good. Move the sit above the head. So I'm just gonna use this as a transition moment. Since we're doing heart and small intestine, I'll just give the chest a little stretch on the heart meridian. Creating a little space. Just gonna walk. I'm just assessing. This is very tight. Just noticing that. Nothing wrong with that. Just noticing. And then we're gonna go sit above the head and rest the occiput in your hand. So I'm just walking my way to her occiput. And again, like tenting my fingers like this. Give a little traction. Give a little something. Make sure your palms are relaxed. Stretching her whole spine just with a little bit of traction here. We're gonna do, so now I'm holding her head, skull, so I can go to small intestine. If she opens her jaw, you can find the place where I just fall right in the hole. I'm walking up against the cheekbone, the zygomatic arch, to about the center line. Small intestine. I'm really up against the bone. I'm gonna I like to hold the body as I'm working on the head and face. So this hand is holding T1. And I'm gonna go down in a diagonal line. And I'm aiming to go down towards T1. 90-degree pressure, obviously. Just T1, and then we'll do the other side. I'm just going in a diagonal line. T1, small intestine. Give a little stretch here, and then I have to do the other arm because I can't do it. So do that shoulder rotation. Elbow. Take the slack out. Stretch. Just opening the joints, but not with any force. Just creating space. Small intestine. Stretch, stretch. Shoulder blade. Pull, pull. I'm not pulling with my arm muscles, I'm pulling with my weight. My weight is leaning back. I'm using this person as support, just leaning my body weight, keeping it moving. Keeping it moving. Small intestine here on that edge. And the pinky. Do points on the shoulder blade. I'm doing this with this hand on the bottom. Just doing a little pass. Can you roll into your stomach, please? Mm-hmm. So, I'm going to find everything on the back. Small intestine is the first two lumbar vertebrae, so you find the bottom of the rib cage. Small intestine is this band here, below the rib cage. And the heart is right between the shoulder blades. I'm just listening. We find T1, T123 is lung, and then we have heart. It's that place you can't scratch on yourself, right between the shoulder blades. The heart diagnostic area. Find T1. You count 1, 2, 3. That's lung. One more is heart protector. One more is heart. And we find the sacrum. That's the joint. Now here's the first foramen. Here. Small intestine. Relaxing my own body. And we just fall right in. We do heart. We do heart on the legs. These are extension lines. The traditional kidney line. All the way to the heel. And why not do lung? Because some people claim it's also divergent small intestine line. So you find the middle line, which is bladder, and just go one soon out. Lateral. It's a little jitsu. It's a little tight, so I'm moving a little quickly. Kind of disperse it. I'm gonna go to the feet. I have heels, and I can squeeze for heels. Heels are the heart. And then you can press the center of the heel with considerable weight. The foothills of the heel is small intestine, Masanaga extension, where the line ends. The center of the arch is heart protector, which we'll get to next time. And then we have kidney 1. Do the other side. So you can come apart on the other side. Why not? Put a hand on the sacrum, and then I'm gonna go down lung. This person needs a pillow under their ankles. A little too small, but that's okay. It's okay.
We've got other ones.
We're almost done anyway. Maybe it's a nice stretch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm just improvising, but I have to get to the shoulders, so I'm just gonna kabiki my way to both sides, just since I'm here. So this is just a nice place to do the shoulders. We can go on the wings, on the scapular spines. You go to the center of the scapular spine, that's 12. And then we don't really care so much about exactly where the points are on the scapula, so we can just do any 3 lines. You can go this way, you can go this way, you can go this way, it doesn't really matter. And then here on the edge of the scapular, on the scapula is 10 and 9. And now it's on the back, so you find 11. We do know 11 is the center of the wing here, and this is the tip, so we can follow that to go down small intestine in the back, and we can go with thumbing between all the vertebrae. This is so jitsu here, especially on this side. It's more tight on this side. It's do a couple passes since I worked a little fast. Palming. Small intestine shoe point. We love that one. Move on to your back, please. And then we're going to end with heart. So, the heart position is over the head. This very deep armpit point. You can use a palm if you want. You don't always have to do this. It's a very vulnerable kind of place on people, and people sometimes are self-conscious because maybe they're sweating or whatever, but for the sake of doing it in class, we will. This is kind of very tight on her, actually. And I put her resting on my knee. And it's jitsu, so I'm just going to, I'm just doing 3 passes a little quickly to disperse. And then you go through this very nervy, ulnar nervy spot. Going down inside the pinky. And overhead arm stretch. I like to do this shaking. Just seeing if she's letting me stretch her wrists. Will you hold on to my wrist, please? And you go one side, other side. All right. Here we have heart. I love these wrist points for heart. 7. And then here, Meredith, like you said, so lovely. That's she bends her pinky. That's where heart 8 is. And this is the inside on the pinky now. So we have gonna work on the chest for heart. So don't be shy. I'm gonna breathe in my hands. Okay. And then as they exhale, move your head to the side so not you, me.
Oh.
I'm moving my head to the side. So I'm not like in her breath, you know?
And I'm sitting here like moving my head to the side.
I always move my head to the side when I'm in someone's face. Alright, so breathe in. Good. And then as they exhale, I'm just going to follow her and I'm going to give her a little extra at the bottom. Wow, that's so good. And then we can do the heart lines, like eyebrows, between the 4th and 5th, 3rd and 4th ribs. We have to check that.
3rd and 4th.
3rd and 4th, thank you. Heart. Okay. It's on either side of the sternum, so I'm just going to go up either side of the sternum, falling between the ribs. I'm going to hold T1 because I just like to hold the back. I like to hold the body if I'm working on the face for some reason. That's what I like to do. Can I touch the front of your throat and your jaw, please?
Yeah.
We'll do one finger at a time, actually. So you're actually working on the root of their tongue. You can feel if it's tight or if they're letting you in, and I'm just walking along the edge of their jaw and bringing their attention to this strange place that they probably never really thought about before. So that is heart. Is that it?
Let's see. Jaw, what is it? Rocking, shoulder rocking. You did press.
Wording from axilla.
Axilla.
Okay, I think you did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to end. Okay, I'm just gonna walk down her arms like this. This. Hand on the hara. Heart, checking in with the heart again. Feels nice, feels softer. Hold the knee points. Thank you.